Welcome to another day of Ether Raids. We're taking on Levette Espa? This name looks familiar. I don't know if I've seen it from Summoner Duels or from the Ether Raids leaderboard, but the name does look familiar, and we're playing a really terrible or powerful defense here. We got Felix, so you know what we gotta do. We gotta turtle up. We gotta turtle up here and try to make it work. Difficult map to initiate on with ranged calves, so my only other choice was to turtle it up here. We're gonna tank Felix plus 10 at that, and I didn't go with Sita here because of this Reagan. I think she would probably outspeed my Sita with the bonus stat and the blue feud. I think that blue food. I think that would have been enough to outspeed me. And then you have the regular suspects, Hathrun, Becky, Robin here, Brave, Fjorm plus 10, Fjorm. Yeah, yikes. And Makaya, of course. So a lot of high merges, high investment on very good units. These are like some of the key units in the game currently. It's definitely going to be tough to take them on, and we're going to just turtle up behind the mountain terrain here. I wanted to go left or right, but I'm a little bit concerned about swap movement with Brave Robin because I don't have far save. I have near save for this one, so going in the middle is probably my best option to force them to go one way or the other to make a decision. And then I think I want to get the support from Reagan as well, so I'm probably going to put her like somewhere in the back or somewhere. Okay, here is probably the best option, and it makes sense in case the swap goes left. Reagan won't get doubled, I don't think, at least, and she has the damage reduction, so that should work out in my favor with Seth right there. The only thing that I'm not getting is the Breath of Life support from Seth. At times like this, I kind of wish the Breath of Life was 3 spaces instead of 2, but it is what it is. You can't, get everything in the candy store. Not a lot of damage there. I really do appreciate that. Because this Felix came flying in. I really thought he would have done a ton more, but Nagi's just proven to be just that tanky. This is I didn't notice the interesting design on her tail. It's kind of like a fork there. I didn't notice that. Is that like I'm comparing it to? Who am I thinking of? Tiki. And that's like a differentiator between the two of them. Ooh, I didn't expect Ather to work in there. The downside here is that I'm doing like no damage, which is unfortunate, but that's kind of what it is when you're running shield fighter or hardy fighter. This animation for her attack looks so similar to Halloween Tiki's attack. It's almost like, if not the same. Oh, I really wanted to get one of the range units off the board there. That's kind of unfortunate. Yo, Robin's actually boxed me in.
Good idea.
Oh man, I can't even go backwards to try to attack her. Well, then I'd be attacking into Fjorm, so it doesn't matter. Both of the range units are covered by Fjorm, and there's no point warping out. What do we do here? I have to move Reagan, I think. No one has the Sigurd ring, so that's good. But I think I have to move Reagan. And we're going to have to find a way to deal with Fjorm also. I think getting rid of Felix is our only choice here, since I don't do any damage to Hathrun, and everyone else is covered by far save. So I think we take Felix here. And see what happens after that. I think the Unity, like giving her Unity is probably was the best decision, because she is just eating all of the debuffs from Makaya. as it relates to attack and speed. I think she's the fastest right here because she has the most investment. She should be. That's what, minus, or at least plus 49. So I'm thinking she should be the fastest. But then also, there's Reagan here who's pretty fast. I don't know. But Unity for the win here on Violet 73. I think she has at least the highest attack, if not. Yeah. I think we should be able to get the range units now. I just gotta move my Reagan out of the way. I kind of don't know. I kind of don't know what to do with Robin here, or at least my Brave Robin. I have her like +1. I'm not gonna. I don't have any intention to use her on defense, and I feel like there's better options for SD when it comes to nukes. I guess the Ice Terrain is pretty nice, but I don't see that being very good for very long. So I don't know if I'll like keep her around on SD for too long, but that's like the only place that I currently use her. Doesn't Reagan have null follow-up? Or at least offensive null follow-up in her weapon? And there was Crux support there as well from Micaiah, so I'm surprised that she didn't double. I think if she doubled there, I might have died. Yeah, but anyways, yeah. I don't know what to do with my, ooh, oh, there we go. That's what you love to see. I don't know what to do with my Brave Robin. I guess I was thinking about moving her to offense for the terrain support. I was thinking that maybe that might be interesting, but yeah, I don't know what to do with her. Fjorm. The debuffs are nice, but she kind of needs no follow-up. And her C skill is kind of like whatever. I don't really care about the creation pulse, to be quite frank. So I could swap that out for something else. Probably Canto Control. Looking at what this person has done, that might be the best option. But yeah, I'm not sure.
Have faith. Grant me your power.
Micaiah getting her special off. How much does this do? Ooh! 0! Yo, Violet is so tanky. I hope, like, it's gonna be scary if they make another unit with a similar special that gives the... I don't think they'll ever do that though, because the amount of flat damage reduction that that Brave Violet gets, I don't see them giving that amount of flat damage reduction out to another unit. It's just a ridiculous amount. She was forecasting 99 plus how much ever damage her special was gonna add on to that. What was that? Glimmer, I think? That would have been a really big hit. So the fact that I took 0 from that is crazy. They really should have went more into the
Is it time?
what's that called? The damage reflection from Brash Assault 4. They really should have put more of that into her weapon refine, because that's like the main reason that she can't take out Fjorm, because Fjorm is just taking 0. So if they, like, she does have, like, I think she does have, no, she boosts her damage based off her speed, so that's good, but if she just had damage reflection based off the amount of damage taken, she'd perform a lot better. I tried to give her Brash Assault 4, Brave Violet is what I'm talking about. I tried to give her Brash Assault 4, but it just wasn't enough. It didn't take into consideration it doesn't, of course, take into consideration all sources of damage reduction. And her special is her main source of DR. I think the damage reduction from Breath of Life 4, or from Brash Assault 4 is pierceable. So the majority of it would have come like from that type of combination, would come from her special. So they really should have given her reflective damage in her weapon refine. I think they missed the beat on that, at least. I mean, everything else is kind of okay, it's kind of meh, but if they had given her that special reflection, or that damage reduction reflection in her weapon refine, she would be like miles better as a combat unit, I feel. Offensively and defensively. It would probably make me stick to the... I'm currently running her with the What do you call that? Skill I can. The one that lets you vantage. Speed Brilliance, right. If she had more reflective damage from her special included in her build, I'd probably keep Speed Preempt as her preferred B skill, because it means that she probably would never die and she'd always get to hit first. And the benefit of hitting first in that situation is that it would prompt your opponent to trigger their special.
What should I do?
Especially if the opponent has tempo, it would prompt them to trigger their special, and she'd then take a big hit and reflect all of that damage on her follow-up attack, which she typically gets when she outspeeds. So there's a lot of missed opportunity with the refine for this Brave Byleth, and I'm really sad about it. But I mean, you get what you get, and you just hope the unit is usable, I guess. Failing to double Fjorm, not that it would matter because I'd still do 0 because of Shield Fighter. Not quite sure what to do here because I need to get these units separated to do any damage. First off, I want to take out Fjorm, so gotta separate the units so that I can do that. And then don't know what I'm going to do about Hathorn here because of the A skill. She keeps attacking, which means she keeps putting down the terrain, which means I do less damage when my specials trigger. That's not good. I wish I'd broken that structure because then I would have been able to cancel back to the same spot since there's no cancel control. Meanwhile, blue feud here. Turn 4. I need to figure out also a way to get the pots. This is kind of a pain. This is really annoying. I need to separate these units. That's the first thing.
Yes.
Second, I guess we're just going to keep tanking. We're going to have to tank Reagan here in a second. Yeah, this one is looking like it's going to be a fight. Hopefully we can get this one done. I also remembered what anime I missed out on, or I forgot to mention in the last, when I was talking about animes the last time. Is it Dan? Dan Machi? Don't pick up girls in a dungeon. That's the one that I'm also looking forward to. It's really good as a, what do you call it? Fantasy world building? I don't know. Fantasy, I think, would probably be the best. It's not an... I go fantasy. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. It's really good. Hopefully this season continues from how good last season was. So it's really 3 that I'm really looking forward to watching. Currently, I decided to pick up Shield Hero or Shield Fighter, I think it was. It's not terrible. It's not like... They're just like certain beats, like certain story elements of it that I'm kind of like, what is... Like, I feel like the main character is like the only... is the only like person in the show that has 2 brain cells. Everyone else just seems to be stuck on stupid and wants to fight him for literally no reason. Like, literally just misunderstandings that could easily be solved if they just decided to sit down and talk. And I really hate that from a narrative perspective. I hate when you have to either dumb down the main character or dumb down everyone else just to progress the plot. It's really stupid. Like, you could write a little bit better than that, I feel. But that complaint aside, I feel like it has a really great world design in terms of, you know, like just building out an isekai world. It's fairly decent. I'm still on the first season. I didn't really realize the first season had so many episodes. So that's great for me, at least. And then also he's like super edgelord. He's like so mad at everyone, which, I mean, I guess it makes sense when you're like framed for like sexual assault, pretty much. Got framed in like the first episode. I was like, I didn't really vibe with that because it's like unnecessary, I feel, but also great plot. It's great for the plot, I feel. And then also there's some slavery elements in it. I was like, the slavery stuff is like, some of that stuff could have like not even been in there. It could have made a lot of sense with a different route, I feel, but it is what it is. I kind of just don't even pay attention to it. It's not even that significant, I don't feel like.
What should I do?
But that's a part of it too. But yeah, so far so good, I guess. It's not the worst, but it's also like not the greatest. I can see why people would be mad at it, but I also could see why people would be praising the first season at least, because so far I've not been like entirely bored. So let's see what happens with the rest of it. Kind of taking it pretty slow at least. I think what I'm gonna do after this is watch Narcos, because I haven't watched Narcos, so I think I'm gonna switch from anime and go to something a little bit more dramatic. So yeah, Narcos I think is gonna be the play. Kind of stuck here. I really want to take out this Reagan. I'm kind of wondering like how long she's gonna keep canceling, but then it looks like she has +1 movement, so that's probably the Sigurd ring, if I'm not mistaken. So she's going to keep canceling forever, which is kind of unfortunate for me, because I kind of wanted to just blow her up, but I wouldn't be able to blow her up if she's within Fjorm range, which is the problem that I'm currently having with Ather. I think Byleth can take out Ather, but also Fjorm is a problem, and I'm failing to take out Fjorm. The Death Blow seal is not doing me any favors. Let's see if I break the first hit damage reduction. Let's see if that works out a little bit better for me. Well, I do need that pot. Let's just see how much we get with Reagan here, because...
What should I do?
Okay, Reagan isn't really doing very much. 26 is cool, but I should have probably went with like Blade Session, I think. For Reagan. I gave her Death Blow because I was like, there's no way bonus Reagan doesn't outspeed, anyone or everyone, and apparently I was wrong, because this Reagan is actually like so like blinding fast, but this is kind of unfortunate. I was really hoping she'd be faster than this. This kind of sucks, but we're gonna have to go to turn 6 and try to figure it out from there. This is not looking too great, because 2 turns to take out Fjorm and Ather here when I'm doing 0 damage with Freyr is not looking very positive. Yo, she just healed back all the damage. Oh, that's so cringe. That's so cringe, man. Stupid Fjorm. No, I'm sorry, Fjorm. I love you. You're really great. I just wish she would die sometimes. Like, just. But yeah, she's a fantastic unit. I don't think we. How are you doubling me when you weren't able to double before? Huh. Luckily, she didn't get her special that time on the first hit. Is that really just because of the first 4 turns? The special jump? Interesting. I didn't consider that. I thought she just got that all the time from her weapon special effect. Does that mean that she only gives the drive effect through the first 4 turns only as well? I should look that up. That could be a problem. I thought her special drive was kind of like Nephanes, the Hashida Nephanes, where it was just all the time once you're within the range. But it looks like it's only the first 4 turns. I could be wrong. I gotta double check. Let's see what PM1 has to say. Okay, that is what I was talking about. The reflective damage would have come in really handy here. I would have probably put a little bit more of a dent into Fjorm. Unfortunate. And I can't reach. I mean, I could probably smite, but I'd have to move.
Good idea.
I'd have to move back, smite up, cancel, attack.
I go with conviction.
Maybe I get the kill, maybe I don't, but then I'd be in range of Ather. He doesn't get damage reduction from melee combat. So repo.
Yeah!
Let's see what happens here. Because I think I can potentially take out the Reagan at least from melee range, and then next turn, turn 7, I can see what we get with
What should I do?
10. Okay,
Huh.
that's positive at least.
Ah, yes.
We're gonna take out Reagan, I think, is the best play here. Yeah, this is tough. All right, let's take out Reagan.
Guide me.
I'm a little bit bummed by the amount of dragon flowers that they're giving out from Ponzaloki Light. I thought they would commit a little bit more to. I mean, yeah, great, you're giving out dragon flowers and all, but I thought they would commit a little bit more in terms of just making it actually matter. It's like 10 plus maybe, like, I think total like 20 dragon flowers, which is lowballing it. It's not that much. I really thought they would give at least 60, maybe 100. 100 would actually make sense. Like, I'm not being too crazy saying 100 would actually be valuable. Dragon flowers of any kind, 100 just from Ponzaloki would actually be pretty good as a reward, since you're taking away orbs. How many orbs was it? It was like 3 plus, let's say you'd get like at least 5, 6 maybe orbs. 6. I guess it's an equivalent trade. I don't know, man. It just feels bad. It really does. It really does just feel bad. Feels bad for my S there. I really was hoping for more from a reward standpoint. It feels like they could have done a lot more with it. I don't know, man. But I'm not like mad about playing more Ponzaloki. It was definitely fun. And I think we have one more day left, so that's gonna be pretty cool. And then we also have the boring game mode, whatever it's called, United Fronts, that you do nothing in. So there's that as well. And then, I mean, the only thing that I'm really playing aside from this is probably, or I don't want to say playing, I'm really just auto battling. But at least there's something going on for content's sakes. Tempest Trials, of course. The story's been kind of, well, the Neithavilier story is okay, but then the banner stuff has been really boring. The Halloween banner segments that they've added in was kind of like bored by it. So I've been bored by it so far. But I mean, that is what it is. Yeah, I'm really just bummed about the dragon flowers. I'm waiting on, like, we get a reset for the Celestial Stone Shop at the end of this month. So I'm waiting on that to happen so I can buy some infantry dragon flowers. That's really what I'm looking for. I think we also get like although I'll probably skip it, you get the free Form Assault, but I'm probably gonna skip that. I'm really just looking forward to getting the infantry dragon flowers. I'm really low on infantry dragon flowers, so that is at least one thing. And then the legendary banner is gonna be gone in a little bit. I was like, I was contemplating whether or not I should go back in just to get a like merge on Sigurd, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem worth it for the orbs. I think we've lost here because I cannot take out these 2 units, and unfortunately I was not able to separate them, so
is it time?
I'm probably gonna have to surrender since this is the last turn. And Freyr's stuck also, so there's that. And I mean, he wasn't even doing anything to begin with. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to surrender this one. Let's try one last thing. We're gonna break the flat damage reduction and then see if my Reagan can warp and probably, do something. But since we're already using the ranged option with Violets, I doubt we're gonna be able to take out Hathrun. Really wanted to take out all of Hathrun's support options or just friends. Just she's weaker when she doesn't have any friends, which is understandable for most girls. But that's really what you wanted to do, and then take her out that way. But unfortunately, I failed at that option, and now I realize that I was never able to warp to where Fjorm would have been. So that's just it. We lost. So we're gonna have to call it. I don't think I'm gonna unlock the team just to give Fjorm Blade Session.
Guide me.
It's a lot of work. Let's just play another match, man. This one has been unfortunate.
Got it.
Reagan letting me down yet again. GG's. Well,